Hey guys, Syra here. I just want to apologize in advance. The audio for this episode is a little janky, so if you could bear through it, we appreciate it. I promise it will be fixed for the next episode. But until then, just push through this. You can do this. And thank you for listening. Enjoy the episode.
Hello, welcome back to Cursed Crit, episode 7. Got it. Joa is not currently with us, but they will be jumping in when they show up. So, last episode, Will had been running from Ezek and accidentally ended up entering the astral plane, where she had met an astral dragon. While there, she had learned that she was from Waterdeep and her family's last name was Varuna. She was also led to this pool that basically reflected different areas of different cities, continents, so on and so forth. So she decided to watch the ones with her friends, where they were freaking out. Eventually, she decided to change it up a bit and look to Castle Ravenloft, where she found Strahd and Escher, as well as a young woman named Gertruda, apparently, talking about Irina and willing to sack off the party if necessary, as well as 15 empty seats. Eventually, Will was pushed through the pond that led her back to her friends. And, wow, yeah. Once there, I don't know where that was. I'll get to it. Sorry. They were trying to make this plan to basically infiltrate Castle Ravenloft to help Irina. Will and Sid did kiss last episode. It was good. But eventually Strahd did come for Irina at the end of the 3 days and ended up bringing all of them to Castle Ravenloft, where everyone was kind of thrown off their groove. But they did re-meet Escher, who decided to lead them through a level of the castle in order to help them find formal clothes, in which Joan was like, nah, I got this. Let me dress y'all. And everyone looks really pretty. That's not very professional, I know, but everyone looks really pretty. But I believe it was Woe that realized that Irina was still with Strahd, and they were hearing bells underneath them. So they all rushed to the chapel of the castle, in which they saw Strahd holding Irina, and once they bursted through the doors, Strahd had bit into her neck. And that's where we had left off.
I hate him. I hate Strahd.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I feel like if we try to attack him, we're like fucked. Oh shit. Oh god.
Whew.
Yeah.
Alright, so, my immediate reaction is to yell, "Stop!"
When,
and then, what are you doing?
when you yell that, you see Strahd bring his head up from her neck, and her body just falls limp, in which he catches it. And his attention turns to you, Will, with blood trickling down his chin.
That's...
I don't like that. I don't trust like that.
You don't gotta trust, it's okay.
That puts the fear of God in me.
Oh my god.
I'm like frantically looking for my spells.
I kind of like put both of my hands up and I'm like, I thought we were gonna wait until later to do that.
Why else would I bring you here? I wouldn't keep you here too long.
Huh.
That's always fun. I'm gonna try and cast Entangle.
Okay.
No.
No, please.
Then
God.
that's a dex save, right?
A strength save.
Strength save. Okay. Alright. So, what is your strength, buddy? Okay.
I hope he
Not
fails.
good, hopefully. I hope
I
these
hope he
weak
fails
ass
this.
7.
motherfuckers.
You heard about
Actually.
Strahd von Zarevich?
21.
Not good. Oh, not
No,
good.
that's gonna pass.
This is no
unfortunately.
bueno. This is no bueno.
So, let's see.
Oh
We're
no.
fucked.
Oh, fuck. Oh, we're so fucked.
What spells do I have? Not very good ones.
Let's not. Hey, let's stand down. Let's stand down. Let's stand down. Let's stand down.
You want to stand down?
I want to stand down.
Edrin's gonna kind of put their hands up in like a surrender position and kind of just goes, please no.
Okay. Are all of you surrendering? I know Joan wants
No,
to fight.
We're not
but-
surrendering. We're standing down.
Standing down, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Edrin's doing the surrender position to show that they're not gonna do anything.
Okay.
Sin is not gonna do anything else when they realize this
That was a
the
bad
spell
idea.
fails. But they are sort of holding themselves protectively almost. Like they're like back straight, kind of just like glaring, not really glaring, but like just kind of staring at him with a neutral expression.
So, I need
God
everyone to
damn it.
make a dex save.
Okay.
Oh, see, we're fucked.
Oh my god. Oh. It could have been worse. It could have
D&D.
been worse.
Okay, I got a 21.
Okay.
I need to find my dice. Give me a second.
It's okay, I need to take out all my dice.
Oh jeez.
Oh, good.
Oh jeez, Toki.
I'm so glad.
Oh jeez, Toki.
I got 16.
Okay.
I don't know if that passes, and I'm terrified.
Oh, I am too.
Because I don't think his spell save DC is 16. I think it's higher than that. And
Let's
he's
see.
casting Fireball, I think.
Oh, I'm about to die.
Is it a save?
Yes, it's a save.
Yeah.
Then I will roll
In that
for.
case, 21. In that case, 21, because I got a plus 2 to my
Hey,
save.
same hat.
I should not roll for Joan because that was not a good roll.
Yeah, I don't.
Can I
think
roll
that-
for Joan now, please?
4, 6.
I swear to God, if you kill Joe's character while they aren't even here,
No, I'm not gonna do that. However, I do need
you
to.
say that as you're casting a huge spell from the most powerful person
In Barovia.
in
Probably.
Barovia.
Wait, 1, 2.
I'll kill him myself.
Alright, there we go. That's enough dice. So,
No.
Sin and Joan are failing. So you're taking
Oh.
all the damage from this fireball.
Oh,
Well,
for you guys, that's what you get.
And not only do I take half damage, I also get resistance because it's fire.
Exactly.
When you do clownery, the clownery comes back to bite.
Wow. I gotta do math really quick. Hold on.
Don't even bother with the math. Just say 1.
One damage from a fireball?
Yeah.
1
Yeah,
damage from the fireball. Oh, you're typing now.
I'm adding up the numbers.
I
So,
know.
Oh Jesus.
full damage
Oh my
is
God.
58.
Oh my God.
I'm down.
No. Wait. do I have
What
healing
is-
spells?
Let's see.
I have cure wounds. Okay.
Joan is not down. Almost, but not.
If that hit me, I would have been down because I have 50 health.
Half damage is
Fine.
29. And then for you, whoa, it's 14.
My God. Okay.
50. Oh geez, I'm low. Okay, can I cast cure wounds on Sin?
Before you do, excuse me, I do want to let you know that you can hear Strahd calling for his servants.
Oh
Hey,
no!
cool.
He did say he was probably gonna kill us, so. Alright. What's
That's
my
fine.
spell casting modifier? So it's a D8 plus 6.
I guess this is it.
We're about to die here.
Podcast was fun, guys. Time to wrap it up. Okay, that's 8 health back.
Cool, that's better than nothing.
Are you still down?
No.
I don't.
You'll be up.
Yeah, no. Okay, so that's 8 out of 41.
Oh, we have to leave. Oh, we have to leave. Boy.
We gotta get
All,
out of here.
all of
boys.
you can see Strahd stepping forward.
We gotta get out of here, boys. I'm gonna step backwards. The door's behind us, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I'm gonna step backwards towards the door. Like, I'm gonna start, like, slowly walking towards, like, backwards towards the door.
Okay.
We're not rolling for initiative, so
Nope.
We can move freely. That's why I'm
we
moving
can move
backward.
freely. Yeah. Why are you calling for the guards?
I don't like your group having free range around my castle.
What do you plan on doing to us?
Throwing you in the dungeon.
Cool.
Dungeon's better than
No
death.
thanks.
We saw a dragon last episode, and now there's a dungeon.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Oh, episode
That's the
title's gonna be
game we're
Dungeons and
playing.
Dragons.
That's
We-
the
we-
game we're playing, Dungeons and Dragons.
This episode's gotta be called Dungeons and Dragons.
Of course.
Okay, anyway. Oh god. You know what? Dungeons are better than dying. And we have more time. This is not said out loud, this is just thought.
So,
Can I tell from what Irina, like, can I maybe, like, cast whatever I can do to see if there's, lycanthropy involved? Like, or like, I guess not lycanthropy, but, like, vampirism.
make an Arcana check.
Okay, I would love to.
Because I have good Arcana.
Oh, good, okay. 22.
Okay.
I don't have good Arcana, so I'll not do this. I think Edri's more focused on trying to leave, if anything.
Sin, are you rolling for it?
16.
Okay. So, Sin, maybe she's a vampire. I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not.
She looks pretty dead, though.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
great.
not good.
Oh, great.
Whoa.
She's gonna hate us after this?
Whoa, she definitely looks dead, but
Oh.
it doesn't seem like she's shifted yet. It seems like there's a longer process to it.
Okay. Do I know anything about the process?
No, I don't think you know that much about vampires. You haven't experienced
Okay.
them firsthand.
Okay.
I can't heal her either, because Cure Wounds is only touch. Fuck, okay.
Are all of you backing out of the room then? Because Strahd is still stepping forward.
Yes,
yeah,
that's what Edrian's doing.
Joan
Yeah.
Joan looks like she still wants to fight and defend Irina, but she is, like, reluctantly following the party.
Good. We don't need another dead party member.
Okay.
Jeez. This went well.
Are you guys trying to
No,
go
I-
anywhere in specific? I mean, you got this long corridor in front of you, as well
Is
as...
there a chandelier of bones anywhere near here? Did I check and see if there's any, like, there? Not
Not
as
that
well, right?
you can. There's no, like, bone doors, but you can.
I want to check.
Alright, so once I bring up the correct map, there it is. Yeah, so you have this long hallway in front of you, and a ways down there's 4 pillars holding up the ceiling. Halfway through the hallway there's a spiral staircase going up and down. And then to the right of the pillars, you have another staircase going up. You have
So many staircases.
you have a door just past the pillars, and then it looks like another walkway to the left of the pillars.
We did an Arcana check on that tub of blood, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yes, you did.
It was the
What did we
trapped
get on it?
soul. It was like the
Yeah, it was.
ghost.
You had kind of figured out it was like a trapped soul.
Is there anything that I could try and maybe figure out more than that, other than the trapped soul thing? Just like,
You want to go back to the tub?
yeah.
Addison's gonna go and tub it up too.
So all of you are heading back up the spiral staircase to get back to the tub.
Is there a library?
Assuming this is a castle and how many rooms there are, there's a high possibility that there's a library.
Anywhere near here?
Roll an investigation.
I would love to. Not good. I am gonna let the rest of them know what I've got in store. That was 11.
Okay.
Basically, I want to try and see if they have anything about trap souls. Maybe that trap soul can help us or hurt us. But I mean, what do we have to lose now, really?
Other than our lives.
Yeah.
Some of us have already lost it once. Sorry, Sen. I
I get it. It's cool. I got you.
What was your roll?
11.
So you're kind of wandering through these halls, and there aren't really any plates on the doors to be like, oh, this is a bathroom, or oh, this is a bedroom. It's just kind of, you have to memorize the place. So you are kind of poking around a bit.
I'm also writing down a small map in my book.
Okay. But after you go up the spiral staircase and just head down the hallway, there is a... Let's see. Right? Yes. There is a doorway, like, just in front of you. And when you open that, you do see what resembles a library.
I'm going to go immediately to whatever I can find.
Okay. A blazing hearth fire fills this room with rolling waves of red and amber light. The walls are lined with ancient books and tomes, their leather covers well oiled and preserved through careful use. All is in order here. The stone floor is concealed beneath a thick, luxurious rug, and in the center of the room is a large, low table, waxed and polished to a mirrored finish. Even the poker in its stand next to the blazing fireplace is polished. Large, overstuffed divans? I think that's divans. And couches are arranged about the room. 2 chairs of burgundy-colored wood with padded leather seats and back cushions face the hearth. A huge painting hangs over the mantelpiece in a heavy, gilded frame. The rolling firelight illuminates the carefully rendered portrait. It is an exact likeness of Irina Kolyana.
Oh my god. She like looks at the Irina photo and just goes right. And she's gonna look around. I've got 4 things that she wants to look for.
Okay.
First of all, basically just a map. Is there a map of the place?
Let's see. You don't see a map.
Any info about Strahd? He seems like the self-obsessed prick enough to have like books about himself.
The worst thing is, honestly, you're right. He probably does.
read
Like,
them for a little laugh
no
on
one's gonna
some
come in
TV.
here, so they won't know I have books on myself.
Alright. So, roll an investigation.
Okay. I'm also like just shouting out these to the other party members. That's not
Mhm.
bad. So if they need to check investigation. Oh wow, that's just 23.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So, you are able to find a book on Strahd's past.
Okay.
Cool.
Ew.
Even if you just thumb through it, because it's like a thick novel,
Mhm.
it's basically mentioning. Let me see. I have his backstory here. I just need to look at it.
Oh jeez. I already know his backstory, and I hate him.
You can just see bits and pieces, such as like he had a brother named Sergei. Tatiana and Sergei were once a loving couple who soon got married or tried to get married, but Strahd murdered his brother for Tatiana, who fled.
Oh
Okay.
jeez.
The death of a bachelor.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I've been waiting to make that joke. Continue.
So, after the wedding disaster, Strahd had ended up making a pact with the dark forces that made him this all-powerful vampire.
Great.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that little book and do some research while we're in the dungeon if we end up going to the dungeon. I want to see if there's any information about trapped souls.
Okay. No, there doesn't seem to be any. You dig around and you
Okay.
just find books that are not related to that. In fact, you find like some exotic recipe books.
I don't care. Process of vampirism. Any books on that?
You do find one about that.
Okay.
What it says, the gist of it is basically once someone dies to a vampire bite, they must be buried and they'll rise as a vampire the next day.
Okay.
Ooh.
Does it specify over or underground?
Underground.
Okay. Wish we had a sending stone to bring to.
Question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Is Van Richten's there, right? He was brought with us? Or no, he was watching over.
Mm-hmm. You left him behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question.
Okay.
Would I need
But you do
to
have his cane.
roll-
Sorry, what?
Oh yeah.
No, it's cool. Investigation to find the bathtub again, or
You can just find your way to the bathtub.
okay, because I think after Woe finds the book about Strahd, I think Sin just tells the party that they're gonna head up to the bathtub to try and find answers more directly, and then
Absolutely not. You're going to be going with someone. We are not splitting up this party. We're going to all go together.
It's probably a better idea considering our situation.
I've got everything that I wanted to find, and she's going to bring both the book of the vampirism and also the info about Strahd. She's going to do some research. And maybe a couple of other books that she just, like, finds, like, either interesting or just things that could be useful.
You can take a book of fine wines.
I would love a book of fine wines. I would also like what else? Like, if I get a lay of the land, what else have we got book wise?
Roll a d12.
Yes. Oh wow, D12. Which one is that?
Let me see if I can actually find my dice.
Which one's D12? Is that? I think no. I found it.
Okay. I was like looking through all my dice sets.
2.
You find a bestiary of strange beasts.
Ooh, I want to keep that.
Okay.
Can I look for one more?
Go ahead. D12.
Got another 2.
Another
11.
11. You find a poetry anthology.
Written by whom?
There isn't an author.
Strahd.
There isn't an author.
No, but it does
Is it
seem
like
very old.
Edgy emo poetry.
No, not edgy emo poetry. Like,
Okay, I want to keep the poetry anthology.
think of like, how do I describe it? I would say like where the sidewalk ends, but Victorian.
Oh wow. So like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a name for it, but I can't really come up with one. Okay. I want to try for one more. Why not? 8.
You're just gonna be carrying so many books.
So, as you're digging through the books,
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, it's pathetic! I'm gonna cry!
all of you, no one needs to roll perception, all of you can hear several sets of footsteps rushing towards the study.
Never mind. All right, let's. I'm gonna take that book, whatever it is, and we're gonna run. Let's go to the. Let's go to the bathroom. The bathroom.
Bathtub. We're going to the bathtub.
So you rush to the bathtub, and as soon as you leave the study and close the door behind you, you can hear the other door to the study open up.
Oh, we narrowly escaped that, boys.
Oh, what's that?
But you do run back into the bath chamber.
Hide in the dressing room. Behind
The
all the
door?
clothes.
You want to hide in the
Can we
closet?
lock the door?
No.
I can't go back in the closet. No.
None of us can, whoa.
Once you're out,
the
you're
door
out forever.
the door does not have a lock.
Can we
Okay.
barricade it?
Barricade it with the bathtub, boys.
You want to try to barricade it with the bathtub?
Yes.
Is there anything
Let's
else?
do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. That's the only thing in this room.
As soon as you touch the bathtub,
Motherfucker!
a blood-drenched creature explodes out of it and attaches
Oh
to the
my-
ceiling, cackling maniacally. English, What?
Maniacally?
thank you.
There you go.
Blood pours off its pale flesh, bony limbs, and stringy hair as it scuttles away. And when you look back to the bathtub, it's gone.
The bath is gone?
The bathtub is gone.
Okay,
The bathtub itself is gone?
Mm-hmm.
can you tell?
Fuck me.
So in the dressing room, there's like chests full of clothes, right?
Um,
Like, is that how it is?
There's only clothes. There's no chests. They're
So
all
it's
hanging
like-
up.
Like, you know the walk-in closets where all like it's like huge and there's the clothes hanging up like on every wall?
Yeah.
Like that? Okay.
Essentially.
Should we hide in there?
Okay.
Make our final stand in here.
Can I like roll Arcana to see if like the fucking blood monster is like hiding somewhere?
Go
I want to
ahead.
know what happened. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with you.
Okay, Arcana.
Alright, I'll roll
Whoa.
Huh. Not my best.
that.
So,
17.
10.
Sin, well, you just saw it kind of scuttle into the closet.
Never mind, let's not go into the closet.
Adrian, you have a feeling it might still be there, but there's also a feeling like, maybe it already left.
Closet's inside of the like. That's a stupid question. It's like in like.
It's a
It's
branch
like a
off of
walk-in.
the chamber.
Yeah, it's like a walk-in
Gotcha.
closet.
Sin's gonna like go towards the door and try to open it as quietly as they can.
As you open it, it is dark inside the closet.
I don't trust like that, boys.
I have
Can I-
dark vision. Does it help me?
You peer into the darkness and you don't see anything.
Detect magic.
There does still feel like there's some kind of spirit hanging around Sin.
I'm gonna walk
Okay.
in.
Okay. Alright. Is everyone following after?
No,
Sin
I'm not gonna let
phone.
them. I'm just gonna walk in. No, I'm not letting you. I'm walking in.
Why?
Whoa.
Sin is going in too.
Woe is not gonna let Sin go in.
Distance.
So, as you guys are having this disagreement,
We have one scroll of raised dead. I can go in. You've already died once. Let me do this.
Again, let me go in.
No! And I'm actually gonna go in. I'm gonna like slam the door behind me.
as soon as you
that's
slam the
worst thing
door,
you could have done.
the bath chamber door opens.
You screwed us.
And it reveals what seems to be 6 vampires, and at the head of it is Escher.
Oh yeah, this is not good for me, lads. This is not good for me.
Whoa, make a stealth check.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if I was the only one that doesn't.
You said stealth?
Yep.
Okay. Another 21.
My God.
Ah,
Well, Sin, it was fun.
So,
I did a good couple of times.
Yeah.
okay. So, the vampires behind Escher are just starting to circle around. Sin, Adrian, and Joan. And Escher is stepping forward to just kind of complete the circle and offering a hand like, can we please make this easy? Just follow me.
Fuck.
Dungeons?
Done-geons.
Yeah, Edrin's just like, okay. Because they're not gonna, like, snitch on Woe.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know that she's in there, obviously. So they're just gonna stay quiet about where Woe is and just be compliant.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check something really quick. Okay. Escher does kind of look around, though, and says, wasn't there one more?
Which one more?
Okay.
Which one more?
The tiefling.
I'm getting a call. Give me a second.
Okay.
I love that. I wish that happened again. Just give me a second. I got a call. Okay. Anyway, so as I was saying,
Oh shit.
Uh,
I'm gonna check what my deception is real quick. Okay.
yeah, and then roll a deception for me, actually.
Uh,
And I'll roll insight. Which
yeah,
is a
Edrin's probably
zero.
like, I don't know where she is.
Okay.
Like pretending like they split up, and
Welcome
like
back.
Edrin's probably pretending like that, like Sin.
whoa, 30
themselves-
minutes ago. Hey, let's not split up. Whoa, now? Nah, we'll split up. It's fine.
Yeah, Edrin's gonna be like, I don't know where she went. Okay.
And she's pretty studious. You might the library maybe if this castle has one.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Both of you roll deception checks.
Oh wait,
Is there
that's
a
the wrong
possibility
modifier. That was
if
the wrong
they know that-
modifier.
If there was someone at the library previously and they knew about it, would they be able to like maybe get like advantage on that or no?
You're welcome, Toki.
On deception?
Yeah,
Um,
because if they know that there was another person in the library because they were at the library, then would that help at all?
no, I wouldn't say it would help.
Damn it! I tried, y'all.
I also did get a 22, so.
Too. I'm rolling so bad today. I have no idea why.
You're welcome, Toki. You're
So,
welcome.
Sin, you are doing your best. Like, I don't know where she went. She might be in the library. Man, beats me. But
Taps my knee.
Adrian is picking up where you're lacking in the deception part. In fact, Escher is just squinting at you, Sin, before Adrian starts to pick it back up. And it looks like he just brushes it off.
Thank God.
Thank the God out there that may be listening in this hellhole.
You're welcome.
Die.
So, all three of you see Escher turn around and he gestures for you to follow as he starts to move forward, and the other vampires are staying close to you to make sure you are following.
I follow, man.
Following.
I don't want to become a fucking vampire.
Escher pauses in the hallway, and it's like, actually, hold on.
I just want you to know, at this point, I have, like, used this time to stall to make, like, the pile of clothes that was already there, make myself hide in those.
Okay.
In that.
So three of the vampires take out a cloth from their pockets to tie around your eyes.
Oh, that's not good.
Before continuing on. And on your way to the dungeon, you do feel, obviously, steps. Like, some of the vampires are helping you down the steps so you don't just go toppling down. And the further down you go, it seems to feel colder and colder. Until you go down one last small flight of stairs, and with each step, it feels like water is starting to rise.
Oh, no.
Until you are, I believe, let me double check really quick. Which number is that? Y'all, Strahd's castle is fucking huge.
Yeah.
I want to put that on the record now.
Maybe he doesn't deserve the castle. Maybe not let him have it. You're the DM. You can do that.
Kick Strahd out of the castle.
Play more of a god than Chris Perkins does, and just like T-pose, clip into the equation,
Strahd
make it not.
T-pose.
Oops, sorry, cat.
Strahd T-posed on Irina to show
That's their
dominance.
dominant.
I'm not gonna do that.
Please
I
do.
have that power. But, yeah, okay, so the water goes up to your waist once you're all the way in. For Joan, it's like up to her chin. So she's kind of like...
Yay, we're gonna die of hypothermia! Yay!
Woo.
And then the vampires are taking off your blindfolds, so you can finally see. And let's see. Yeah. So you see a mold-covered ceiling hangs 3 feet above the still black water that fills this dungeon corridor. So I guess more to your chests. So Joan is floating. 10-foot square cells, their entrances blocked by iron doors, line both sides of the hall. And Escher is throwing each of you into a separate cell and locking it behind you.
This sucks, man.
And you see Escher wave, like, I'm sure we'll see each other again. It's just going to take time.
Adrian flips him off.
He winks.
Ew! Adrian says that out loud.
Ew!
Ew.
And then you see him leave the dungeon. At least the space.
Anyways, how are y'all doing right now? I'm doing great!
Just gotta like take someone to register that they're in the dungeon cell and just kind
Full
of
of water.
closes up on themselves.
Okay. Yeah. And after a few seconds of silence, you hear sloshing of water. And you hear a gruff voice ask, "Who's there?"
To us?
To you, yeah.
We got jailed.
You've been made.
We've been new.
Well, I think we've all been jailed, yes.
Yeah, you know, it'd be like that on this
This bitch of an earth.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying to this guy?
Yes, that's what Adrian says.
Oh my god. I always wonder why I leave you guys alone as soon as I do. I think you're capable, didn't you say we like that on this regenerator to a prisoner? Excellent job. Proud of you.
But I mean, it's probably a better idea to have the most non-capable characters be jailed instead of the most capable.
I wouldn't call Wo capable, but continue.
More capable than the rest of them, for one.
You're talking to an NPC. Go.
I think it's safe to say we both need to get out, right?
Well,
Yeah,
us,
I guess.
all
There's
of
more.
us, a lot of us. There's one more, not just us two. There's one more.
There's Joan.
You hear
Yeah.
Bubbles from Jones' cell.
Yeah, there she is.
Morbid. Morbid.
Oh my god. Sorry, give me a second to recover from that. In fact, like, the man actually speaks up and says, Are you sure that's your friend?
Yeah,
She's small.
She's a gnome.
She's drowning. It's fine.
She's fine. She's okay. She's capable. She's fine.
Yeah, it's fine, you know.
I feel like that sometimes.
There's more bubbles, like, harder bubbles, like, yeah, I'm fine.
See? Told you.
She's fine.
I hate Adrian, guys.
Then we all need to try to get out of here. If you get me out, I'll help you in whatever way I need to. Whatever way you
Sounds
need.
fair. What's up? You don't know. You only know Joan's name. I'm Adrian.
Sen.
Emil.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I wish we could have met in a better situation and not in jail cells.
So do I, but unfortunately that's what we're faced with.
Yeah.
Are you like the only one here right now, I guess? Besides us.
In this end of the dungeon, I believe so. I'm not sure about the north end.
Jeez, this dungeon's bigger? Oh my god.
I got the dragon. You guys got the dungeon. Yay!
Yay.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I broke my pen.
Good job. Anyways, how the fuck are we gonna get out of here?
Do any of you have block picking at all?
Picking?
No?
I see. Well,
Hey,
what?
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Is there any possible way that I could have stayed a little bit behind, but also kept tabs on the vampires while they were going to the place with the blindfolds and everything? Or is it too late for that?
Make a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh jeez.
Ugh.
20! Woo!
Nat 20?
Nat 20!
That is a nat fucking 20! Woo! Oh my god!
Yeah, you were
Okay.
able to follow. Just fine.
Stealth, right?
Yeah.
Save or check. I just want to see how good I did this.
I don't think there is a stealth save.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at strength for some dumb reason. Yeah, that was a +3, so it's 23. Oh, I love this dice. I'm using this forever. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
You
cool.
said it was a 23?
It was a 23, yeah.
So,
Not 20, +3.
okay. So yeah, you're even able to get through the water without sloshing it around somehow. It's almost like you're
Okay.
fucking walking on it.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, Jesus!
I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa!
Joan drowning. Yeah, you're doing great.
I say that's
Actually-
my baby, and I'm really proud.
Is like this? Is the cell like an open container? Right?
Yes and no. 3 of the walls are stone, and then right in front of you are bars.
So I'm downstairs in the dungeon with them, but
Yeah.
they don't know that.
Can I cast?
Can I
create or
can
destroy
I
water?
go to
Hold on.
Is there a key anywhere? Did I see anyone take out a key?
Hold on. What did you want to do, Sin?
Sorry.
Can I cast create or destroy water?
Huh?
How much water will that destroy?
Gallons of water.
Gallons. Okay.
In gallons.
I didn't even know this
Yeah.
spell existed.
You can do that.
Cool. So I'm gonna do that.
When you do, it just ends up going to, like, your ankle instead. And where you
At least
heard
Joan can breathe.
where you heard Bubbles and Joan still, you hear like a thud before she's standing up. I'm like, I'm okay. Thanks.
There she is.
And you even hear Emil say thank you.
This is so much fun.
At this
Love
point, I'm just gonna
this.
go. At this point, I'm just gonna go. Hey guys.
Who's that?
Hi, whoa.
Whoa!
Wait, whoa.
Is
Okay.
this your
there
friend?
Is there any
Yes.
possible way that I can see like where a key was hung up or something?
There doesn't seem to be any keys around.
Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. Let's see. I'm looking through my stuff. I have. Manacles, but I don't have. I want to try and see if I can do some. And in fact, actually, I have oil, and I have what's it? Something to make fire. What's it called?
Flint?
Tinderbox.
Tinderbox.
Oh.
I have a tinderbox and I have oil and I have I can take a piece of my actual clothing. I'm gonna try and make kind of a makeshift bomb or something to try and
A bomb?
Do you have a lock picking?
I don't have lockpick. I don't have lockpicks at all, and I don't have anything to pick locks with.
Yikes.
Roll. I don't know what you
I'm
were
doing
rolling.
it on Sins first.
Of course.
I guess
Sorry.
roll medicine to see if you can piece everything together properly.
That's an 8. I kind of like look at him and I'm like, okay, I'll admit I didn't think I'd get this far. I don't have anything to pick logs. I can't see any keys, but I'm out.
And maybe
So, is there anything that you want me to do?
cast Mage Hand to try and pick the lock, or.
I don't have mage hand.
But I'm asking,
Oh.
out of character.
It would be with disadvantage.
Worth a shot.
It's
Yeah,
a cantrip, so what would I do with that?
Just roll. Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Just a disadvantage.
You got this.
Thanks. 15. 11.
Oh.
It's not budging. You do
Okay.
hear
I'm
hear
gonna use
Emil
the
speak
head.
up.
I also want to use the head of, because I have Van Richten's cane. I want to use the head to like just bash in the lock.
The lock doesn't budge.
Motherfucker.
I
Alright.
don't think they would have made it easy enough to just hit off.
You never know. You never know. Sorry, what did Emil want to say?
Like, he starts to speak, sees you do that, and just squints before speaking up again and says, "That's not going to work at all. There is..."
And I try it anyway. Like, as he's saying it, I do it.
You hear him sigh.
That's fair.
And he continues to say, "There is a mongrel folk that makes rounds around here. I think I've seen the keys at his hip before.
Oh, good. So I'm gonna have to hide.
He's not the brightest, so maybe you'll be able to get him to hand over the keys. You'll just have to act like a servant of Strahd.
Oh, easy. Okay.
I don't know when his next rounds are."
You could be here for like hours then, and that's not something I want.
I can try and find him.
The water's lower now, so it should be a little easier.
Yeah.
I have fangs. As a tiefling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my hood over my head and like where like you can't see my eyes, but where you can see my fangs. And I am pretty pale for like as a tiefling.
Yes.
Like
Nice.
Okay.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go try and find this mongrel folk.
Okay.
Good
So-
luck. Don't die.
Don't die.
Well,
Well,
I love my family.
so, as you head back up the small flight of stairs and head back through the door, you enter this large room. And buried deep beneath the keep of Ravenloft lie ancient catacombs with arched ceilings supported by wide, hollow columns that double as crypts.
There is something that I want to go back. Before you finish reading what you're reading.
Mhm.
While I was in the closet and while I was stealthing around, I did end up getting my hood again and my robe.
Okay.
The robe of stars. So
Yeah.
just so we're 100 about that.
Yeah, and remember you do have 5 stars.
And I do, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I have 5? I thought I had 4.
5.
Oh, cool. Never mind then.
Cobwebs. Oh my god, cobwebs hang limp in the musty air. A thick fog clings to the ceiling, which is covered in putrid waste, and the black ceiling is moving. And then off near the left side, near the corner, is this small man who's holding up a lantern that's emitting this faint glow and just looking over one of the columns. And his other hand seems to be brushing the column.
I'm going to have... I'm going to walk up to him, and I'm going to hold out my hand and be like, "Special request from Strahd, I'd like the key, please."
He whips around to look at you, and when he does, you can see his features more clearly now. And the left side of his face is covered with, like, lizard scales. He has panther ears. His left foot looks like a duck's webbed foot. Arms have patches of black dog fur. He's a mess. It's safe to say he's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
And he just looks you over. This 4'9" mongrel folk who's hunched over looks you over and just says, "Who are you?"
Oh my god.
I didn't hear, whenever Usher was, like, taking everyone down, I didn't hear a name, did I?
No, you didn't.
Donna.
Ah, Return of the Donna.
It's back.
Donna Hill! The fuck?
Donna Markovich.
Hey, you stole my name.
Aww. Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep going. I would have done something even fuckier, but never mind. Continue.
Fear.
Why do you need the keys?
I had special instruction from Strahd. Someone's supposed to be taken up because he needs information about Tatiana. And they are the only one that knows.
Can't we ask him through the cells?
No. He has to ask himself.
I hate
It has
this
to
character
do with...
more.
It has to do with... Sergei and everything that happened with that. He wants to ask himself. He has a personal bone to pick.
I thought Sergei was dead.
He is. But it has to do with him.
Okay.
Okay.
He's handing over the keys.
I'm just gonna nod.
I hate his voice, but I love him.
I hate
I'm
his
gonna
voice.
nod and turn away. Had that same stature that all of the other vampires had. But as soon as I'm out of his eyesight and everything, I'm gonna bolt, go as fast as I can to where everyone is,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get out the keys and unlock the cells.
Are you just unlocking your friend's cells? Or are you unlocking Emil's as well?
What's your name?
Emil.
Why are you here?
Strahd locked me up here.
Why?
Going against the pack.
So you're a vampire.
No.
What?
Oh god.
I'm not a vampire at all.
What pack?
I'm a werewolf.
Hey!
Hey.
He's in league with the werewolves?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Xander, help me. Alright, whenever you say going against the pack, what do you mean? I need to know that you're trustworthy.
The pack has been following all of Strahd's orders. I didn't want to become a servant to him.
Can I do an insight check on him?
Go ahead.
Okay. That is a nat 1. And we're back, folks!
I'll do an insight check too.
Yeah, that's a 6 all in all, but that is a
That's a
crit one.
That's a crit one.
I'll do insight.
Hold on.
That's still a great one. Wow. And
I'm
we're
at
back.
20.
Okay.
We switched places.
Hold on a second. Insight? What's my insight? I think it's 2. Yes. Okay. That's an 18.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. Adrian's gonna be like, yeah, he's telling the truth.
He's good. He's fine.
I don't know. I definitely don't think he is.
I
Well,
mean, he is. Yeah.
But Woe doesn't think so.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I do trust my family. So what I do is I look at him. I'm going to be frank with you. I don't trust you at all. But I trust my family more than I trust myself. And then I go to unlock it.
Oh, whoa.
I'm not asking you to trust me. Just to help me, and then I'll help you.
Sounds like a fair trade.
And when you unlock it, he does step out.
Also, I just realized Adrian can't even see. Because I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dark down here.
I should be putting them off because I don't. Sin, I think it was you who said that I was at the library, so they're probably on a wild goose chase to find me right now. So we have time. We need to not let him bury Irina.
Yeah.
Do you know the layout of this place? And I'm talking to Emil.
Emil. Decently, yes.
Good, because we fucking don't.
There is a bathtub in the bathroom with a trapped soul in it. Do you know anything about that?
No, I don't.
Do you know if there? Do you know anything about? Is there a place made of bones here at all?
You see him, he's kind of stopping to think before slowly nodding.
Really? Is there a chandelier of bones?
I think so. Hold on.
Walls of bones and chandeliers of bones.
I know there's fucking bones. So, Emil does spend a couple seconds thinking about it before saying, yes. Yes, there is something that matches that description here.
Where is it?
And he looks between your party and just gestures for all of you to follow him.
Let's go, boys.
Okay.
While we're doing that, I'm gonna reach out my hand for Sin to take while we're walking.
No.
Oh, Sin just kind of hesitates a little before gently holding her hand.
She kind of whispers, "I'm sorry for slamming the door on you."
It's okay. We dealt with it.
Yeah.
I mean, we got out of this faster than we did.
I just can't bear that you might die again.
Yeah, well, it's better than... It's not better than anything. It's okay.
Emil is leading you all through, kind of like skirting around the main room that you saw the mongrel folk in. Well, so all of you can see like these pillars and crypts in this area. Like every other 5 feet, it seems like. Before he just turns the corner and heads up a spiral staircase. It reveals like this long hallway, a couple doors to your left and right, as usual. But he's just heading to the door straight ahead.
Okay. Following.
And he's pausing in front of it and turning back to the rest of the party and saying, "Are you sure you can handle it? I don't know if anyone may be squeamish to bones."
I don't care.
That's fine.
Our friend
Handle it.
died. We're good.
Yeah, I got hung.
He just blinks.
Okay. Technically, so did I. She like shows her neck scar. I'm fine with bones. Go ahead and open it.
Like a mismatch of body parts, so that was fun.
Oh yeah, that too.
He's slowly nodding, like, okay, alright, before turning around and opening the door to step through. And when you step through, you can see dark stains cover the floor of this area. Large oak tables, scarred and beaten, lay scattered like toys about the room, their wood crushed and splintered. Replacing them are furnishings made entirely of human bones. The walls and the 20-foot-high vaulted ceiling are sickly yellow color, not because of faded or time-worn plaster, but because they are adorned with bones and skulls arranged in a morbidly decorative fashion, giving the room a cathedral-like quality. 4 enormous mounds of bones occupy the corners of this ossuary, and garlands of skulls extend from these mounds to a extend from these mounds to a chandelier of bones that hangs from the ceiling above a long table constructed of bones in the center of the room. 10 chairs made of bones, festooned with decorative skulls, surround the table. Resting atop which is an ornate, bowl-shaped vessel made of yet more bones. The doors to the north and south are sheathed in bone, but the steel-banded double doors in the center of the east wall are not. Above these eastern doors is mounted the skull of a dragon.
Oh, wow. I just look at it and I nod once and I'm like, yep, Strahd chic.
Dead people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and on the table you
Knowledge
can
of
see...
creation. She's looking through it because she just says, I see walls of bones, a chandelier of bones, all that remains of enemy is forgotten. And it says, knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy.
Yeah. On the main table, there is this leather-bound book with, like, a silver hatch with a keyhole. And on it seems to be the symbol of Strahd.
Can I look for a key anywhere?
You can dig through the bones. Roll an investigation.
Yep. Ain't nothing phases me anymore. Okay, it's not bad. Investigation. That's a 21. 15.
21, 15. Oh my god, I can't fucking read that. That's cursive. Okay. So, as all of you are searching, you are able to find this small silver key to the book.
Cool. Oh, I'm so scared this is gonna be a mimic. I'm gonna open it.
Okay. So it does
I
pop
have
open.
an irrational fear of books now because of mimics. Yeah, it pops open. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. What do I see? What's
So,
my specialized see?
like, just the lock pops open. The book is still sitting flat, closed.
Then I'm gonna open it. What do my specialized see?
The pages look very brittle. Like, one wrong jerk of the wrist and they could just tear entirely. Like, it's really old.
Oh well, whatever. I don't care.
And when you
What do I
open
see?
it... Let me finish!
Okay.
Wait, no, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
When you open it, you can see 2 full pages taken up with writing from Strahd, talking about... Let's see. Yeah. Right? I'm sorry, I'm not great at reading cursive, and this is all in fucking cursive. What I'll do is I'll basically translate it and then put it both in the description and in the video, so that way it's easier to look.
Word.
That way people can pause to read, because it's a lot. But it's talking about Irina and Sergei.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I need this information.
I know. Talking about, like, yeah. He's talking about the murder of his brother as well.
Nice.
It also mentions how Tatiana was weeping in the garden east of the chapel, and how she fled from him when he tried to approach.
So I guess I'm gonna take his diary.
It's
Boy.
basically his diary. It mentions the mists. No trace of her was ever found. Yeah, it mentions how he became undead forever. And basically questioning, like, what is it gonna take for her to love me? Basically. What do I have to do? How am I going to get her to love me? And the last paragraph is saying, I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall... I think that's deal. It's a diary.
Emo poetry?
It's a diary. Yeah, emo poetry.
Cool.
Great.
As I'm saying this, I'm also trying to skim through it to make sure you guys have an understanding of it. Anyway. You now have his emo diary. Congratulations.
Nice.
Blackmail, yay!
Eh,
I think I kind of like look at it and I'm like, I don't know what Madame Ava meant by this.
against him.
History and knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand him. I mean, I already understood that he has a thing for Tatiana or Irina. I don't think that playing on his heartstrings will help us. I think it'll only make things worse. That's all we've got. We've checked off everything. We have the history, we have the holy symbol, we have the sword, we have Evil's bride who's about to be buried. And the cards can't see where evil lurks. So
now it's just us. Great.
are we strong enough?
Are we?
I don't think so.
We have to come up with a plan. We can't let Irina be buried. She has to be there overnight. I don't know if he'll have someone keeping watch, but he does. Obviously, he does.
think
He would.
I wouldn't be surprised if he himself would be keeping watch.
Yeah. But I think right now he assumes we're in the dungeon.
Yeah, and it shouldn't take long for him to figure out that we aren't.
Yeah, that's true.
That you aren't. I'm still technically not supposed to be here. We need to devise a plan. And we need to devise a plan quickly.
Yeah.
We don't have any room for error.
Especially now.
Especially now.
If you want to flee the castle, there is a room for that.
There's a room for fleeing the castle?
Yes.
Not yet. Not yet.
We have to have... Can you help us?
I suppose I am still in your debt.
There is... To catch you up to speed, there is a woman who he assumes is Tatiana, might be, I don't know, it's up in the air, who he has drained, and we cannot let her die, and we cannot let her stay the night. Do I know anything about the moon cycles?
Well, the
I was looking
history.
up last night. Okay. I mean, I know about, like, I obviously probably know about, like, the moon cycles for werewolves, because it's kind of common knowledge. But, like, last night's moon cycle. Like, where it's at.
Well, the history.
History? Okay.
Might as well try.
14.
I have +2.
What's my history?
So
It's a nat 1!
So Sin is a
okay.
crit 1. Well, you said 14?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm no help either. 5.
Alright, cool, then I'll just ask him. Do you know what the moon's looking like tonight? Do you
Hold
know?
on.
Do you keep track of that?
Before you say
Obviously.
that. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sin and Edrian, you know jack shit. That's a given.
Not surprising.
It's like the moon's out at night. Yeah.
The moon exists.
But
Moon is a lesbian.
yes,
You're
yes
right.
it is. Joan actually says that.
Oh, excellent!
In character.
But whoa, you close your eyes to try to think a little harder. And when you open them again to kind of address Emil about it, because you're not too sure, you find yourself in what looks like an unfamiliar area.
What?
Huh?
So, you're sitting on the roof of this wooden house, and you seem smaller. Like, you're not as tall as you once were.
Oh my god, oh no. Oh no, oh no!
And-
Oh, no!
You can feel your tail swishing back and forth on the roof of the house. And next to you is this taller woman. She's got long black hair that just kind of ties around into a fishtail. And she's looking up at the stars above and the full moon above with you. And she's pointing out the different constellations as well as pointing to the moon. And talking about how it basically turns on and then it turns off. And based on, when she looks at you, based on her facial structure, just her voice, how gentle it is,
Mom.
you can assume it's your mom. And she gives you this warm smile and the rundown of the different stars, the moon cycles, and everything seems to sweep away before you're brought back into the moment. So, you do know that last night was a half moon. A waning half moon.
Okay, what is that for? What's the difference between waxing and waning again?
Waxing is when it's about to be full moon, and waning is when it's going to the new moon.
Waxing half, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, tonight's not going to be a full moon, it's safe to say.
Yeah.
I kind of take a deep breath and I'm like, yeah, okay. Tonight is not going to be a full moon night, so you can't go beast mode. I'm sorry, I just...
Is everything
She, like,
okay?
gets out her book and starts writing down. She's like, yeah, no, everything's fine, I just...
Can I roll insight to see if I was lying?
No, you don't have to. I think... Well, actually, I would. I would. Would I do a deception against that?
Yes. Yes, you would.
I'll
Okay.
roll insight too.
Okay, that's
Can
good.
I roll with advantage because I love woe a lot?
That's an 18 on insight.
Yeah.
Deception, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's a 20. Dirty 20.
Shit, we both got 18!
Just because I love woe
No, I
a
got a
lot.
17.
Oh, you got a 17?
I got a 17 plus 3. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And then, Sin, you do have advantage.
Motherfucker.
Come on. Come on.
20!
Yay!
But that's against my 20.
Yeah. So, you don't entirely believe her. You do feel something's off, but you can't put your finger on what it is specifically.
Do both of us feel that, or just Sin?
Just Sin.
Let's just focus on the task at hand.
Talk about this later.
You can't go beast mode now because of the moon, which is currently off right now. So,
He arches a brow.
don't worry about it. Anyway,
Don't worry about the moon.
okay, that's not what I meant. Don't worry about what I said. We need someone to go there and either get Irina or unbury Irina. If she ends up getting buried. But how, when, probably soon, and why, I might have to go from place to place over here just to make it look like I'm hiding, because I don't want to be in the same place that you guys are, because they still think that you're down in the dungeon.
Yeah. And they don't know where you're at.
I should have knocked out that. Okay, whatever. That's fine. We'll cross that bridge whenever we get to it, but this is what we need to figure out initially. As soon as we get Irina, I think it's time.
Time for what?
Time to kill a man.
I don't
Time to fucking die!
know. Because I'm trying to think of the main stuff that we needed to get. We got the symbol.
No, we have everything.
We got
We have
everything.
literally everything except for Irina.
True. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. This is fine.
Do you still want to escape the castle?
I don't.
I think we could buy some time if we try and escape the castle, but we need to unbury or take Irina with us first.
Yeah.
We can't leave without Irina.
I'm
But
not
as soon as we have Irina...
I'm not sure where she's going to be buried.
I don't know either. Is there any possible way that... Like, would he know you if he saw you?
Yes, he would.
Fuck. Is there anyone that you know in your pack that had the same ideals as you?
My wife did.
Is she alive currently?
Yes, she's alive.
Is she here?
Not here, no.
Where is she?
Does Strahd know about your wife having the same ideals?
I don't think so. If he did, he would have locked her up too.
If you escape and you try and get her to help us, and under the guise of someone who is, for lack of a better word, cool with Strahd, do you think that would help us at all? I understand that you don't want to put your loved one at risk, but sometimes you have to take a risk. Especially if you help us and everything goes right, then she lowers her voice so no one hears, except for the party. You could help us defeat Strahd. You could be free. Your family as well.
I can see what I can do. I can't promise anything, but I can try.
That's all we need.
Thank you. This is fucked, guys.
With that, he is exiting the room.
She stops and she's like, wait, before you leave,
What?
where's the escape room?
Follow me.
Okay.
And
She's gonna follow after.
he's leaving through the door to the right of which you came in. And then
She's making notes of the entire map on in her book of what she's gotten so far.
yeah.
So, in case they have to retrace their steps.
You do end up walking through another hall with some broken bones and scattered furniture in it. And then you also cross into another room, which is very well decorated. It's got a nice chair as well as inkwell and a quill. Beautiful table, lances and swords and shields with the Barovian crest are hung up around the room. But Emil does not pay much mind to it and instead heads to the straight stairway to the left of the room and is heading down.
She'll head down with.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so this room is 30 feet square, rising to a 20-foot tall flat ceiling. A stone brazier burns fiercely in the center of the room, but its tall white flame produces no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with a 7-cup-shaped indentation spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball, and made of a colored crystal. No two stones are the same color. Overhead, a wood-framed hourglass as tall and wide as a dwarf hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down into the bottom. Written in glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of knights on horseback, poised to charge with swords down, stand in deep alcoves facing each other. The brazier sits between them. And Emil seems to immediately be going over to it and just looking at the different colored stones.
Is this it?
Yes, this is it.
Okay. What do we do?
Well, we need to find the appropriate stone.
And what happens if we don't find the appropriate stone?
We get sent to the wrong location.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you know which the appropriate stone is? I'm assuming not. By the way that you're looking at it.
He shakes his head and then goes to look at the verse in common at the bottom before going back to the stones.
I'll read it. What does the verse say?
What it says is, cast a stone into the fire, violet leads to the mountain's spire, orange to the castle's peak, red if lore is what you seek, green to where the coffins hide, indigo to the master's bride, blue to the ancient magic's womb, yellow to the master's tomb.
Huh.
Mm.
This is actually very intriguing. Okay. I'm assuming her eyes kind of light up for a second. She's like, we could, I mean, he said his bride, right? Like, that's gotta lead to where the bride is gonna be, where Irina, not the bride, you know, is gonna be buried, right? You think so?
It's possible. I've never gone there.
It's a possibility.
I don't know. I mean, should we try it? I guess I could try it since I'm supposed to be out, right?
If you'd like to.
But, like, Strahd might be there, though. Or any of the vampires, like Escher, or...
Escher likes you, Adrian.
Yes, he does.
Yeah...
As much as I really hate to say this, maybe you could be bait for him.
Oh, sure.
I understand that you're a
If he's
raging lesbian,
there.
and I'm so sorry to do this to you.
The thing is, we don't know if he's the one that's specifically there.
I'm just saying, in a general sense, if that has to happen, then
If it has to happen, I'm fine with it, I guess.
I will pay you. I feel like I need to pay you for this.
It's fine. It's fine. It was gonna end up
Hey.
like this somehow.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, and I'm just gonna wander around. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I closed my eyes, and I remembered a bit of my past.
You
It
did?
wasn't bad. Thank God, it wasn't bad, but I remember a little bit about my past, and I remember being told about the stars. Now, there is one star, the North Star, called Polaris, that guides travelers and adventurers on their way from place to place. If you would let me, and if I go, I would like to be your Polaris, and maybe try and check back with you, but
When you
I
mentioned the
can't do
North
anything other
Star,
than that.
when you mentioned the North Star, one of the stars near like the bottom of your rope seemed to glow, like it's a ting glow, and then fade back down.
She looks down and she's like, Big Dipper.
The stars light up, then fade.
She kind of smiles out of the corner of her lips and just kind of laughs to herself and goes, That's new.
I mean,
Sorry.
honestly, I'm fine either way. If I'm going, or if you're going. Because all in all...
Stars in of themselves are beautiful. I will give them that, but together they make a picture. It's like, I guess you could call it connect the dots, but one star leads to one place and one star leads to another, and they all make up a beautiful picture. Now, I could be that tip of the star, like that North Star, that Polaris, but we're all going to need to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Is what I'm learning. So, we're all going to need a plan. And we're all going to need to know what we're going to be doing in that plan, and we need to make it quickly. I need to go soon. Because they are looking for me.
Yeah.
where do you think the best part, or what best place for me to be transported would be?
What are the places again for the color? Like the places and the colors?
So you have violet leads to the mountain spire, orange to the castle's peak, red if floor is what you seek, green to where the coffins hide, indigo to the master's bride, blue to the ancient magic's womb, yellow to the master's tomb.
The coffin is where I'm feeling like I should go, but also
I feel like that's
the
where the vampires
indigo.
are, though. I think indigo is probably the best guess, but
I don't think that he'd let her out of his sight.
yeah, that's the thing.
Emil is
And I
gonna
mean,
chime in at this point and say, most of these will lead you outside of the castle, so choose wisely.
that's helpful. I mean,
Why don't
I
we all
think
go? We could all go to where indigo. We could all go indigo. And if we're wrong, at least we'll be together.
oh, fuck. Yeah, that sounds good.
Joan's just nodding
Split
in
up.
the back, like, okay.
Please, if you can, go as fast as you can to go find your wife so we could have some help.
I will. And after he says that, he picks up an indigo stone, plucks it from it, and tosses it into the fire. And when he does, the white fire basically grows like a bonfire into this indigo flame now. And up above, you can see the hourglass starting to pour into the bottom.
Flue powder power, flue powder power, flue powder power. I
And
guess we just step in.
Emil is touching the fire, and then he's gone.
And we were doing indigo too, right? For the bride?
Yes.
And that's the one that he threw in?
Yeah.
Okay, she's touching it.
Yeah.
Okay. So all of you are touching it.
Yep.
It's the transportation is a little jarring because there is no warmth from the fire, but you touch it and then suddenly you show up in a different place, your hand still outstretched, looking around. And when you look around, unlit lanterns hang from the rafters and a rope dangles from a bronze bell lodged in the belfry 30 feet overhead. The room is filled with the sound of beautiful music, a melody so enchanting that it adds a bit of much-needed warmth to the otherwise freezing room. A black shroud covers a humanoid shape lying on a wooden table. The music does nothing to stir it. A cot heaped with fur rests in the northeast corner, surrounded by empty wine bottles.
I
An
recognize this place, don't I?
oil lamp burns atop a table nearby, silhouetting a squat creature that has 2 heads. It sits on the edge of the cot with a viol between its legs. With a crustacean, claw-like appendage, it grasps the neck of the instrument while running a bow gently across its strings with its human hand.
Do I recognize this place?
It's
From whenever I was up at with the dragon?
no.
No? Okay.
Well,
I
this
get
is
a
awkward.
closer look of the humanoid.
Emil puts an arm in front of you to just kind of stop you from moving too far forward.
Okay, that's fair.
And he seems to be, like, sniffing the air.
What are you doing?
We may want to go.
Besides sniffing. What?
We may want to go.
Why?
Let's leave. Why?
Something tells me it's dangerous here.
Oh.
What do you mean by dangerous? And how are we gonna get back?
we would need to get back to the castle the same way we got there in the first place. By
What's
just
here?
going.
Well, this is
What's
great,
here?
guys.
Do you know what kind of danger there is here?
He doesn't say anything, but he is moving to the door and gesturing for you to follow.
Do I recognize the body on the table?
No.
Okay.
None of us do?
No. Actually. Yeah, he's heading to the stairs. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. We'll go with him.
Yeah.
Answer my fucking question. I already don't trust you.
So, when you head down the stairs and you're creeping out, you do recognize this hallway filled with mongrel folk and a flesh golem with its back to you.
Oh my god, are we back at the fucking, Abbot?
Abbey of St. Markovia.
No!
Oh
Joey, you came in at the worst time!
What the fuck is happening?
Abbey of St. Markovia.
Welcome, Joa!
Because we teleported wrong.
You teleported?
Yeah.
We also have a werewolf friend now.
You were drowning for a little bit. That's great.
Yeah, we got jailed. And
Oh.
everyone got jailed except for Woe.
We can catch Joa up
After.
soon. I mean, I'm assuming that we're pretty much close to closing anyway.
Yeah.
So
Just so you know, Joa, you're currently sneaking through the hallway that you fought the flesh golem at in the Abbey of St. Markovia, and you're following the
That
lead.
makes sense because the bride was supposed to be the flesh golem. We're so stupid.
You're following the lead of this dark-skinned man with beige, almost torn clothing,
Alright.
who's named Emil.
Alright. This is fine.
So
Wait, why
need
is my
to
house
go-
so low? What happened?
we need
we
to
got
go
hit by
to
Strahd.
Castle Ravenloft
Got fireball.
immediately. We need to get Irina out from wherever she's at right now. We need to go.
That's gonna take forever to get back because we're all the way back here.
It doesn't matter. You know what? We have that winged flesh golem that we were gonna release. We can just release them. And Atlas should be nearby, right? No, because they're.
They're all the way back at the.
They're all the way of Valaki, outside of Valaki.
And I'm not going back to Valaki. No. Okay, we can go to that the spider golem. You know, the one that was gonna fly and that kept on. Maybe that can help us. We need to refit. We need to go now, and she's running.
Okay.
Alright.
As you're running, Emil is letting you go and changing into his wolf form and just darting
Oh, so
through
you don't have to wait for the.
darting through the gates.
I spent an entire bit trying to figure out if the moon's ready for him, and he didn't even need it. Oh my god, that's what Mom meant. It can turn on and off. Oh, I'm an idiot. Anyway, continue.
I like to think that Woe just thinks that to herself.
She says that out loud under her breath.
But yeah, you return through this courtyard with the mongrel still chained up, still screaming, fluttering.
I'm gonna Owen it, from like Jurassic Park and do the thing, the meme.
Roll an animal handling?
Animal handling, but this golem knows me, so can I get advantage?
No.
Are you sure?
It's
I'm
also
sure.
a golem.
Okay, 18.
18?
Yeah.
So you do manage to calm her down a little bit. She's not moving as aggressively or trying to choke herself by flying away. She is staying on the ground, and her spider mouth kind of clicks at you.
Hi, I'm back. We're here to help you.
She doesn't say anything.
Okay, I'm gonna walk very tentatively towards her and how are these looking rusty? The shackles?
No. But when you do come close, she does try to nip you.
Hey, I'm fine. I promise. We're helping you. I'm going to help you. Be free.
She basically screeches at you.
Motherfucker. Ha! Does anyone have sleep?
No.
No.
Does it look hurt?
No.
Oh my god. Come on. I had this, and then you made her mean. Hold on. What about the other golems? Oh shit, what were their names?
The ones that we're friends with, right?
Standing at the gate. You
yeah,
had
let's see.
Otto and the other one.
Otto was the one was my favorite.
Otto.
I'm gonna
Baby
call.
boy.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see if Otto is there.
Yeah, Otto's there, and the cloaked one is still sleeping. And Otto's like
She
holding the
smiles.
shovel. And
She smiles and she's like, "Hi, Otto."
And when he sees you, he points and goes, "You!"
Hi. We need your help.
Me.
What?
We need your help.
What?
Do you know anything about that other? I don't know if it's a derogatory term to call it a golem. The spider lady, the one that can fly.
Me
Give
no
us
know
any
her.
information about it. You don't? You don't know anything about her?
No.
Oh, come on, buddy. Okay.
He like hobbles over to you to hug you.
Oh.
Oh.
I kind of tense up for a second because he probably smells real bad.
Oh, definitely. Smells awful. Smells like dirt, death, decay.
Normal Barovia aesthetic.
He's valid.
She like hi, and she like kind of like pats back like hello, hi.
Hi.
You don't know anything about her at all?
I love him.
You think your friend could tell us? Does your friend know, or did you just get here and she was like that?
Me no remember.
Okay. All right. We need to go. It was nice to see you again. I couldn't get anything. Like I'm going back to the party. I couldn't get anything. I don't know.
You hear in the distance, "Bye, friend!"
Oh.
Followed by a donkey laugh.
Oh no.
Bye, Otto.
Oh.
Otto?
Otto.
Otto.
I can try to roll animal handling, see if I can help.
Oh, you might just make it worse. I don't think if we zero in on this idea, we'll spend the entire night doing it, and we don't have the entire night. We need to get to Castle Ravenloft. I don't know how. We are not in good standings with Vistani, although we would just go to Vistani normally and just be like, hey, could you help us out? But they can't help us out.
Are you still by the mongrel folk, the tied up one?
Close.
Yeah, nearby probably.
Okay. Then in that case.
Oh god.
Sorry, I'm just checking a few things.
What are you gonna do to us, Chris?
So, all of you hear the door to the building open.
Hey! Oh god, we gotta go.
And there's a familiar face standing in the doorway that you recognize as the abbot.
Gotta go!
Well,
Go!
it was nice
It-
to meet you all.
And he seems to be glaring at Sin.
Oh no!
Let's see. Give me 1 second.
Oh no! Why do I always get us in these stupid fucking situations?
Hey, it's okay. It'll be fine.
Will it, Syra?
It
Kill
will
him,
be.
Syra. Do it. Kill. Better make
Big
it
bold
count.
red letters in my notes, just the word fuck in all caps.
Better make it count. Better kill me in one hit.
Okay. So, oh God. Okay. So,
That's fear.
That puts the fear of God in me.
I need.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey. Don't fear. It's okay.
Based on how you're talking right now, I don't think so.
So, all right. As he's glaring at Sin, you can see his eyes go entirely white, and from his back sprout 2 large white wings, feathered wings.
What? Huh?
God damn it.
Huh?
I knew it.
Hello?
And he's going to ask. Where's the dress?
Oh, son of a bitch.
I thought did we not give it to him?
No, you didn't.
No. No,
But we
Oh,
have it with
shit.
us. We have it with
You
us,
did
right?
that? Yeah, I have it.
Because I don't think we gave it to anyone.
You're right, you didn't give it to anybody.
Okay, so we still have it, yeah.
Should.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll say you
Nice.
should. I know I have it.
Cool.
I'll give
Here.
it to her.
She points to Joan.
Wow.
Look at her.
His hard gaze turns to Joan, and he's stepping forward. And now you see that he has, I believe, he has a mace in hand.
Oh my god!
A golden mace.
Can't believe y'all do me like this.
You're the one that has the dress.
That's what it is. Jeez. I'll give the dress to him, man. I can't die.
Oh, you can, but
I'm
What?
too young to die.
I would like to
So
prolong
bad
that.
you kill me.
How bad did you get to me?
Kill me instead. IRL. Do it, coward.
no.
Better make it count. Better kill me in one hit.
Okay. He takes the dress.
I'm fucking fan.
Alright, and that's... And he's swinging his mace at you, Joan.
No!
After all I've done for you.
And it is going to hit.
Oh, God. Well,
That's... Okay. I don't... Hold on. So... So you're taking 12 points of damage.
well, I'm dead. That's for damn sure.
Oof. What the
You're
fuck have you
down?
done?
And he turns to you, Sin. And his grip on the mace tightens. And he says, I told you this once, I'll tell you it again. I brought you back to life. I'm not afraid to take it.
We gave you your dress.
After how long?
It doesn't fucking matter. You have it now, don't you?
You didn't say how long we had to take.
He says we did.
Joan just astral projecting. No, but Strahd didn't see her as worthy. Because
And that's not the dress's fault, is it?
because of the lack of the dress.
Oh, sure, the dress was the
What-
problem. No, he has a bride. It's not anything that you could create.
Oh, boy.
And I'm gonna unsheath on Van Richten's cane. And have that little sword that he's got in there.
Okay. Okay. And
If you want to go ahead and take their life, then you're going to have to go through all of us to do so. Me included. I would love to see you try.
Oh boy.
Stop threatening him.
gladly.
Stop. Stop.
And he smacks a mace on the ground. I was like, okay, we'll fucking do this.
Like that.
And that's where we'll stop.
My god.
Just like that.
It's fine.
Sleep
No.
don't die.
Alright. Well, thank you guys very much for listening in. This has been Cursed Crit. I'm Alex, and this is these are the Three Stooges.
I mean, it's true, but you shouldn't say it.
Make sure that you're interacting with us on Twitter if you have any questions for us, or in character, out of character, anything. We have our it should be on the screen right now. All of our social medias. Once again, thank you so much for listening in, and we will probably see you next week if we're not dead before then.
Hopefully.
Bye.
Bye!